Hi everyone, my name is Luke the Grumpy One here, or Luke Sims-Jenkins, or LSJ, whatever you want to call me. It's all good with me. And here I am doing my first movie review. I'm not sure how many of these I will do, how long it'll last, but here it is. And I've decided to do Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of the Skywalker. So what better way to start doing movie reviews by doing the 9th movie in a franchise? It's a great idea, isn't it? So yesterday, me and my sister went to see Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker at 1:45 on a Saturday afternoon on opening weekend. So we were expecting a pretty good atmosphere. What we got, and I'll put a picture of the picture I took either here or here, wherever. I've never done editing before, so we'll find out how good I am in post, I guess. But as you can see, pretty empty, isn't it? So that's a bit of a shock. Now, I live in a small country town, but all movies, all sessions are $11 here. $11 on Saturday night, $11 Saturday afternoon, $11 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're $11. You get the point. What did I think of Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker? A movie 42 years in the making, but not really, because they made this shit up as they went along and it shows. Now, when I came out of the movie yesterday, mixed emotions. If I've recorded yesterday, it would have been a mess because I just couldn't put things into perspective in a concrete way. I guess part of it was shock, part of it was feeling maybe emotionally blackmailed in some way. You know, there's a lot of fan service in this movie. A lot of things designed to make you feel good, but not enough story or weight to make you really feel all of those moments. A couple of them got to me, I will admit, but then I was like, hey, wait a minute, I know what you're doing, and I'd rather you just tell a good story, please. So this is non-spoilers, by the way. 2 minutes in, I'm telling you now, no spoilers in this movie review. But the movie starts really action-packed, and you think, all right, let's see where this goes, and it features one of my least favorite video game tropes: fetch quests. So if you like games where you have to fetch things ad nauseum, you might have a blast, I guess. I don't know. I didn't. So that's kind of how this movie feels, like a bit of a fetch quest video game with maybe a boss battle at the end. Yeah, awesome. Another thing that struck me about the writing of this movie is it kind of felt like what you would get if you had two kids writing the script. Meaning, have you ever seen kids play? You know, kid will be like, yeah, well, I blocked that with my lightsaber, and then I went force push, and then I'm pulling this thing, and then the other kid's like, yeah, well, I dodged out of the way of your force thing, and now I'm doing this other force thing to stop you from grabbing that object, and you know, and then all this that kind of thing, right? So, what kids would kind of do when they're telling a story is they'll do big moments. So like they want to do the big, actiony, awesome stuff. But then, you know, the kid doesn't want to tell you how they got to those moments. They just want to do the cool. They just want to do the cool shit. That's what this movie felt like. Let's just do the cool shit and just gloss over everything, I guess. From character moments to new characters to reasons for old characters being around and doing things. And I'm not just talking about the Emperor, who you should know is in the movie, posters and everything, and also Lando, who you should know is in the movie. If he was in the movie, I don't think it would have been all that different. Emperor Palpatine, yeah, okay, whatever. So, alright, so let's go to the Leia stuff. She's in the movie, even though Carrie Fisher has passed away. And the way they did that was using old footage from The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. And it shows. Everyone knows Carrie Fisher passed. So I think everyone would have been okay if Leia hadn't have been in the movie. Everyone would have understood, okay, it's a shame we can't give her a send-off that she deserves, but, you know, she's passed away. So it might have been better, you know, have died previously before the adventure starts, and it's a rallying cry or something. I don't know. All I can say is it looked fake. And for a movie that really looks good in terms of a lot of its effects, a lot of its location shooting, all that kind of thing, It's kind of weird to see this. It sticks out like a sore thumb, and it doesn't fit the movie. So when I saw the movie, it was tugging at my emotions. It was really trying to tug at my emotions and try to make me feel like this was an amazing moment, a great moment. You should be cheering, you should be laughing, you should be crying. Except everything's kind of glossed over. They'll mention things and they'll gloss right over them. They'll have reveals and then move right past them. They'll introduce characters and they'll move right past them. They'll do something and yep, they move right past it. They don't dwell on anything long enough for you to really connect or care, and that's a bummer. This is the last movie, and it doesn't feel like a final movie. It feels like maybe what episode 8 should have been. And look, if you're a fan of episode 8, and I'm not, you might not like this movie either because of some of the retcons that happen. They roll back a lot of things that The Last Jedi did, and yeah, it's it's not pretty. It made me feel like Rian Johnson's here, JJ's here, and Kathleen Kennedy's gone like, round 1, fight! And, you know, the result is Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. Now, what would I review this? I don't know. Fuck it. I'm going to go at it for an out of 10 scale. Why not? And when I got out of the movies yesterday, despite the fact I was confused how I felt about it, I knew 2 things. I knew it was either a 5 out of 10 max or a 3 out of 10. And I'm going to go for the 3. I think a lot of the negatives outweigh the positives. And it's not a movie I see as me watching ever again, except maybe one more time when the Rifftrax comes out, because I think Mike and the boys will do the movie justice in that way. So what do you all think of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker? Kind of need you to help me out, let me know here. What did you like about it? Do you like Rey? Because she's really overpowered in this movie. She's overpowered in 7, 8, 9. If you ever found yourself in the previous films going, how can she do that? How can she do that? Well, now in this movie, they imply she might have had some training, but even still, how does she do that? And that's not a Jedi power, that's a Sith power. How does she do that? Who taught her that? How is she doing all of this? All these things. And why does it only work for her and not other people? I don't know. If I continue going on this path, it's probably going to be a bit spoilery. Now, I might do a spoiler video down the line. I don't know. So, there it is. My first review. Alright, you can always contact me either here on the YouTubes, I guess, or how about Twitter? I'm at Grumpy2EB. Say hi. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you didn't. That'd be appreciated. Thank you. Bye.